Thanks. Many of us are taking time out to honor or thank a veteran today, or even attend one of the many special events taking place all across the country. An event in Green Bay this morning raised awareness for an important veterans issue, suicide awareness. Helping Out Our American Heroes organized this event that took place at the KI Convention Center. This is the organization's largest fundraiser to support their year-round programs and services that are available to help out Wisconsin vets. At the events, participants either walked 16.8 or 1.68 miles. Organizers say their mission is to eliminate suicide with a proactive approach.
The biggest thing that we can ask for is support for those individuals. Just being there for them, making sure and understand that they know, like, hey, I'm just here to spend 10 minutes with you, and that might be just enough to save their life.
If you couldn't attend the event today, visit wbay.com/links to find out more about this very important cause. Also